mathematical problem related to pH. Let's look at the problem. What is the pH of 2.5% sodium hydroxide solution? That means we have a solution of 2.5% sodium hydroxide. pH has to be calculated of the solution. Let's see the matter step by step. Here 2.5% sodium hydroxide solution means 100 milliliter of the solution contains 2.5 gram sodium hydroxide. 2.5% sodium hydroxide means 100 milliliter of the solution contains 2.5 gram sodium hydroxide. Therefore, 1000 milliliter of the solution contains 2.5 into 1000 divided by 100. This gram sodium hydroxide. This equal to 25 gram sodium hydroxide. We know sodium hydroxide is equal to 40 gram per mole. Now this amount has to be converted to mole by dividing by 40. 25 divided by 40 is equal to 0.625 mole. That is 2.5% sodium hydroxide solution contains 0.625 mole sodium hydroxide. That is, concentration of sodium hydroxide is 0.625. Here we can write molarity of sodium hydroxide is equal to 0.625 mole per liter. Simply we can write it, concentration of sodium hydroxide is equal to 0.625 mole per liter. We need concentration of hydroxide ion. As we know, sodium hydroxide is a kind of strong electrolyte. So sodium hydroxide dissociates fully to form sodium ion and hydroxide ion. From this equation we can tell that 1 mole sodium hydroxide dissociates to form 1 mole sodium ion and 1 mole hydroxide ion. Here we have sodium hydroxide 0.625 mole. 0.625 mole sodium hydroxide is present in the solution that dissociates completely to form 0.625 mole sodium ion and 0.625 mole hydroxide ion. That is, in the solution, concentration of hydroxide ion is this. Because we know sodium hydroxide is a kind of strong electrolyte, that is why concentration of sodium hydroxide will be equal to the concentration of hydroxide ion. Because what is the amount of sodium hydroxide? That is the amount of hydroxide ion. So concentration of sodium hydroxide is equal to the concentration of hydroxide ion. Let's proceed. We know POH is equal to minus log of concentration of hydroxide ion minus log of concentration of hydroxide ion is actually this value 0.625, which is 0.204. That means minus log of hydroxide ion concentration is equal to 0.204, which is the value of POH. Again, we know pH plus POH is equal to 14. Therefore, pH is equal to 14 minus POH, that is 14 minus 0.204. This is equal to 13.196. Here value of pH is 13.196, which is very much basic solution. Here this is the solution of base sodium hydroxide and its pH is 13.196, which is the answer of this mathematical problem. No more today. Thank you very much.